It's officially Madden Day. The Madden 23 season kicks off today. We've got 3 Madden covers to look at for Madden 23. We've got a little bit of a peek at what's coming tomorrow, and we've got a little bit of info regarding Madden 23 already. Now, if you are new to the channel and you don't want to miss out on any of the official Madden 23 news, it's going to officially start dropping tomorrow for the next couple of months. Make sure to subscribe and turn that bell icon on so you don't miss any of those videos when they go live. We're trying to hit 500K before the release of Madden 23, and if everybody watching just subscribed, we would hit that number today. So let's take a look at the official Madden covers. That's usually the first bit of info we get for the new game, and of course, it's going to be John Madden this year. Rest in peace to the legendary coach. 34 years ago today, the very first Madden game released. So the main cover for the game is a throwback to the original cover from 1988. They got an artist by the name of Chuck Styles to do a remake of that cover, and they're calling it the All Madden Edition. The next cover, I believe, is the Standard Edition cover, and it shows John Madden as he was a legendary coach on the shoulders of his players. This is an awesome cover, one of the best shots of John Madden, and this one I think might be a lot of people's favorite as well. But I will say, I don't think you can really go wrong with any of the covers they did this year. They paid respect to the legendary coach, so you can't be mad at that. The third and final cover is my personal favorite, and it shows John Madden as a legendary announcer in the booth with his pen drawing on the screen. We know he was famous for drawing up all of the plays in real time. He was famous for his boom sound drop, and that's really how I grew up on Madden, because I wasn't even born yet when he was an actual head coach, but I was a youngster by the time he was in the booth, and that's how I remember him the most. Breaking down the plays, drawing on the screen, the boom sound. That's how I particularly remember him. And then as I was a youngster in the late 90s, those are how I remember my first Madden covers, him sitting in the booth on the cover of all of those late 90s Madden games. Now here on EA's website, they put a little bit of information about how they're going to celebrate Coach Madden in the game this year. It says that Coach Madden's football philosophies and expectations on the field have always grounded the Madden NFL development team, as they represent what fans truly want from the best 11-on-11 simulation football experience. When Madden NFL 23 launches later this summer, the first interactive experience will feature 2 versions of Coach Madden leading opposing teams of all Madden athletes facing off in the 1970s Oakland Coliseum. In addition, the unforgettable voice of Coach Madden returns during the game in remastered audio clips that call back to his legendary days as a broadcaster. EA Sports will reveal more ways Coach Madden will be honored in Madden NFL 23 in the coming weeks. Now, what this sounds like is when you start up the game, typically you do have some type of an intro experience where you play a game. Sometimes it could be last year's Super Bowl or something of that effect. This year it's going to involve Coach Madden and some All Madden teams, and it sounds like during these experiences you're going to actually get throwback audio of John Madden himself kind of commentating on these games. Now, whether they're going to use his audio in other areas of the game, that I'm not sure. I don't want to assume, because it sounds like here this might just be for the intro experience, but who knows? They could do a lot of stuff with John Madden this year, and I fully expect them to. I know they're definitely going to probably do something with him in Ultimate Team, perhaps even in franchise mode as well. Hey, maybe even a new game mode that could center around some Madden moments or something like that. I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here, but they said there's more ways that they're going to honor him, and that's definitely going to be a big theme this year with him passing a few months ago. Now, on Twitter, when they released the covers, they also said full reveal coming on June 2nd, which is tomorrow. And if you go to their YouTube channel, they have a premiere trailer already up. Now, you can't watch it yet. It premieres in about 23 hours, but there is a screenshot that you can see of Tyreek Hill, which I'll have up on the screen right now. It says official reveal trailer. So what we're going to see tomorrow is the first trailer of Madden 23, and on their website, we'll likely get the first bit of information. Now, every year when this happens, sometimes people get confused about what the first day is. The first day is the hype day. You're going to get the sizzle trailer that's probably about a minute long. It's going to show a lot of cinematic shots. It's going to probably show some big hits, some big catches, some big moments, some big broken tackles. It's going to show some of the rookies. It's going to show some of the players that switch teams like Tyreek Hill. That's usually what the sizzle trailer is every year. It's a hype trailer, but it doesn't really tell you too much about what the game is going to be like, what it's going to play like, and what all of the new features are. Now, on the website, typically they will drop some type of a blog alongside this that gives you some basic first first day info of some of the new features, where they're not going to go too in depth into it, but they're going to give you kind of a little taste of some of the new stuff coming to the game. They'll touch on some of the big bullet point features that are coming to the game this year. They'll probably touch a little bit on gameplay, maybe even a little bit about the modes, but they're not going to tell too much about it just yet. It's only the first taste of information. And I always say on this first day, we really only find out about maybe 25 to 30% of the info for the next game, because all of the in-depth breakdowns of these new features and some of the smaller things that really change the game more, in my opinion, when you add them up, those things we discover in the weeks after the initial info drop. So that's why I say, if you don't want to miss that info, make sure you subscribe, because that's when we really learn what we want to know about the game, what's changing about the gameplay. We want to know the depth of the new features. We want to know more about franchise mode or some of the other modes in the game. You're going to find out more about that as the weeks follow, but on the first day, you're kind of just getting that first little taste of information. Now, something else that's very interesting on this trailer picture of Tyreek Hill is it says introducing Field Sense gameplay system. So right there, we know they're introducing something new for the gameplay. Field Sense gameplay system. This could be a total overhaul of the gameplay for all we know. This could be something different with how players move and how they interact. It could be something maybe to do with the new physics-based tackling system that was leaked a couple of months ago. We saw some leaks surrounding skill-based passing and physics-based tackling, so maybe this Field Sense gameplay system has something to do with those changes to the game. Maybe it's going to feel a little more realistic. Maybe we're going to get a better gameplay experience. We really don't know, but I think it's interesting that that is on this picture, which means it's definitely one of the big things they're going to be revealing tomorrow. It's probably the biggest change of the game, which if a gameplay overhaul is coming in any type of way, I think for most people that would be a welcome change to Madden, as that's always an area that's critiqued very heavily, and we always say that the gameplay isn't the most realistic. One last thing I'll leave you with here on this picture is, just like the other leaked screenshot of DK Metcalf a while back, if you notice Tyreek Hill, he looks a little slimmer, his pads don't look nearly as bulky, maybe a small thing to some people, but that has been a big complaint for years, that the player archetypes don't look really accurate, that the pads don't look slimmed down, they look bulky and old school. And some of the leaked shots, and in this picture of Tyreek Hill here, it definitely looks like they have finally addressed that, as things look more slimmed down and not big and bulky and just weird looking anymore. So just something else I thought I would point out. Tomorrow we're going to get a lot of info. If you like this video, check out this video right here on the screen, where we got an early look at some of the possible new gameplay animations with this Field Sense system that's coming to Madden 23.